Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Santa Maria Speedway here, 2014. The date is August 8th. That's right, August 8th here at Santa Maria Speedway, getting ready for the first race of the night. It is the Junior Mini Dwarfs taking the green flag for their first heat race, the very first heat race of the weekend. Off to an early lead, the number 17 of Kersey Young, the 88 Braden Claiborne, and the 07 of Cale McClinney. I think Cale McClinney has the street stock or hobby stock version of the bodies of these cars. I like it. Young off to this early lead here. It's been an absolutely beautiful day. You know, we're used to filming down at Southern California, Bakersfield, and Irwindale. And the weather up here, you just can't beat it. 75 degrees throughout the day. A little bit of, I could say a little bit of warmth as far as everything goes. But man, blue skies. I mean, look at the beautiful backdrop they got here at Santa Maria. So just a picture-perfect day here so far. And Kersey Young just making it that much more picture-perfect for herself, just leading away. This track, Tommy and I have referenced a couple times, can be really exciting for the Mini Dwarfs. Just something about it. It might be that back straightaway wall that things just kind of close up really quickly. These tires have taken a beating here in the turns. But really excited to be here. Tommy and I doing double duty this weekend. Tommy is at Bakersfield Speedway right now filming those heat races. So if you watch them both at the same time, you will see a live shot of what's happening in two different places on low budget TV. Checkered flag going to come out for the 17 of Kersey Young, Claiborne in second, and McClinney rounding out the field of three. We have another heat race coming for the Junior Mini Dwarfs. All right, this next heat race has some fun storylines in it. Madison Myers and the number 86 machine will be starting on the pole. The 21 of Ethan Johnson, 5 years old, going to be taking the green flag for the first time. Green flag, there it is. And then the 19 machine driven by Jaden Stancliffe Matthews. Now, the Johnson family was saying this is going to be really fun to watch. So we're going to make sure we keep an eye on this. Ethan Johnson in his first race. I guess they took him out to some field in Bakersfield. Oh, maybe it was the Bakersfield. Ah. Oh boy, Stancliffe Matthews getting excited in that 19 machine. Kicking it sideways. Myers just in command of this heat race, however. In the Junior Mini Dwarfs, the second one, I believe every division has two heat races tonight except for the modifieds. A good field of modified showing up tonight. I feel like just to get everyone in this, I have to zoom out all the way. But look at the 19. I love the driving style here. Just kicking it sideways. Oh yeah. We got a race for second. Ethan Johnson trying to hold off Stancliffe Matthews. Almost contact. The number 19, I tell you, that car's going to be, when that driver moves up, he'll be all set to be driving sideways. No problem there, but Madison Myers just definitely showing how it's done. No, Stancliffe Matthews into the infield. And Ethan Johnson going to take over the position. We have a battle for second. That's going to continue. Who's it going to be? Madison Myers picking and choosing her battles carefully. White flag is in the air. Oh, here we go. Johnson goes wide. Stancliffe Matthews goes low. Who's it going to be? Oh, boy. Spins it almost. Almost takes out the flag, man. The battle is continuing. Who's going to make it back to the line? They're side by side down the back straightaway. I don't think they either realize that they're still racing. And Stancliffe Matthews is going to take over the spot. I don't think Ethan Johnson realized that his race technically isn't over till now. Well, Madison Myers takes away the victory. Whew, I don't think it's going to get any better than that tonight. Here we go, getting ready for the third heat race of the day. It's going to start off excitingly with the 3 wide. At the line, and Cheyenne Flippo gets turned around, and everybody except for Garrity getting in the 10 is going to get caught up. Well, in this race, the number 10, Garrett Egan, 9-year-old racing, and then the number 1 in. That is driven by, as we move on, this is the senior mini Dwarfs, the 1 in of Nicholas Johnson. The 76 is Chloe Jones, and the 00 you saw go around, Cheyenne Flippo. Now the Flippo team is actually kind of split in half this weekend because the 00 Cheyenne is racing out here in Santa Maria. However, Jerry Flippo is racing Mod Lights out at Bakersfield. Good news is low budget TVs in both places, so as far as they go, everything's covered. I think we're going 3 wide and almost wrecking again. Gonna get this one resorted and back underway for the senior mini Dwarfs. And green flag again, and it's wild. And contact. A nice crossover by Cheyenne Flippo to get that inside line. Garrett Egan is working that outside line. I've already made this comment before, I know, on Garrett this year, but that driver is probably the most sideways. Hard to argue it when they're taking out tires down the back straightaway. We don't care. We're mini Dwarf racing. But Garrett Egan loves to kick this car sideways. You can see evidence of that already. They are having contact throughout this track. Cheyenne Flippo taking the early lead. Egan is gonna get turned down the front straight away and taking out the flags. Oh man, that flag man is just, he's had it. There's just nothing left, man. Cheyenne Flippo, your leader, Chloe Jones. So both ladies in the field hold the top 2 spots in this 4-car heat race. Nicholas Johnson in the 1 in, and then Garrett Egan still kicking it way sideways in this number 10 mini Dwarf. The senior mini Dwarfs out here racing. Generally, these drivers have a little bit more experience than the junior mini Dwarfs. Surprisingly so, that generally they see more action. Now, why is that? Why is that general, you'd ask? I think it's because these are the drivers that have more confidence in the junior mini Dwarfs and henceforth go crazier. Well, we have lap 6, 2 laps to go in this heat race, so we're gonna get this one resorted. Egan having some troubles, just going crazy. Garrett Egan, number 10. All right, 2 laps to go. Cheyenne, Chloe, Nicholas, and Garrett. Into turn number 1 through turn number 2. And Cheyenne Flippo looking really strong in that 00 machine in this first heat race for the senior mini Dwarfs. Gonna take the white flag. 1 more lap to go. And, oh boy, Garrett Egan drove it really hard into there. And look at this, Nicholas Johnson looking for the 2nd spot. Cheyenne Flippo's gonna win the race. And madness back to the checkered flag and contact and payback. That is definitely a Johnson in that 1 in. Oh look, Garrett Egan's just hitting everybody. Well, we have 1 more of these mini Dwarf heat races. They've been plenty exciting so far today. 1 more for the senior mini Dwarfs, and then we move on. All right, heat race number 2. Into turn number 1 they go, side by side for the lead. And 1 car into a tire, that's Zach Brown in the 87 machine. Wow, Balcazar with an amazing move to move back to the inside of the 23 of Cochran. So Caden Cochran back to the 2nd spot. Anthony Balcazar to the lead in the 17. And Steven Johnson in the 20. That is your field for the 2nd heat race. 4 cars dueling it out here at Santa Maria Speedway. The sun is still setting. I think the 20 car may have found the back straightaway barrier and definitely just spun out. Steven Johnson pushing that 20 machine, and the yellow flag is out, lap number 3. Cochran is like, I'm ready to go, let's go. Green flag, all right, come on. Getting ready for the restart, lap number 3 for the senior mini Dwarfs. Balcazar, our leader, and a lot of contact between Johnson and Brown. That will bring out the yellow once again here on lap number 3. Ooh, doggy. Almost, now we're figure 8 racing. There's a lot of contact between the 20 and the 87. Both cars looking like they'll be able to continue just fine. That's what's good about these mini dwarfs. They're pretty much bricks. We've seen these things take some hard hits, do some tumbles, but they keep on trucking, or mini dwarfing, whatever you prefer. And getting ready for the restart. Lap number 3, 5 laps to go in these 8-lap heat races. Balcazar, Cochran, Johnson, and Brown. Cochran still trying to do something with Balcazar. Hasn't been able to make it happen. Really dove it in. I believe we were clipping some grass. Steven Johnson holds on to it out of turn number 4. These mini dwarf races, if you poll the fans or you poll people in the pits, you know, there's mixed results on how much people appreciate this division. But I know Tommy and I on Low Budget TV, we absolutely love seeing these kids go at it. It's so much fun because A, you get to see these drivers grow up and mature to either, who knows what what type of drivers. But on top of that, you tend to see some crazy stuff in these divisions. They are fun to watch. Mini Dwarfs, final heat race of the night. Taking the white flag, Balcazar with a healthy lead, with Cochran in second. These two drivers have been the command of the field. Balcazar going to take the checkered, Cochran second, and then Johnson and Brown, who have found each other multiple times throughout this race. Brown's going to move ahead, but I believe, according to what I'm seeing, Brown was 1 lap down. Steven Johnson going to finish third, and Brown fourth. Next up, Sport Modifieds. All right, it is time to go Sport Modified racing here at Santa Maria Speedway. Heat race number 1, Michael Black in the 89M will lead us away, and contact between Dan Bryant and Levi Kiefer. Kiefer up in the air. Looks like there may be also an issue for the 11B of Baker. Just a wild start for the Sport Modifieds. Michael Black leading away, Levi Kiefer wasting no time and marking his way up to the front. I'm watching these guys in the back though. Manning, Baker, Dan Bryant, and those two are stuck in a peculiar way. And that will put Dan Bryant around, and the caution flag very well may come out. It does. The other car, look at the damage on Baker. My goodness. That was just a peculiar start. Cruz Griffith in the 51. Not sure if I was able to get his name out there. Wanted to throw out a couple things. A, you saw the initial start with Kiefer getting up in the air after contact with Bryant in the 26B machine. And it just kind of went downhill for Bryant, where it kind of almost went uphill for Kiefer. He's now up in the lead. The 11B of Brian Baker, back after suffering from pneumonia for a while, had some people filling in his seat. And that 11B machine, we actually had a conversation about how full wraps on cars are better because they hold the bodies together. I don't know if this is an example of exactly what we're talking about, but Baker with a lot of damage getting up and into the air, actually having cars end up inside of him. So a lot of just kind of a mess. That's kind of the best way to describe that Sport Modified start. We're getting ready to go green, so we're going to stick right with this with Kiefer. Now, talked to Levi. He wasn't out at the last Sport Mod race at a Bakersfield Speedway, which we're like, huh, that's odd. But a lot of his focus goes on to getting cars like the Datsuns ready to go on a night. So really, it's essentially if those cars are ready to go, he'll come out and play. And we go back to green, lap number 2. Michael Black in pressure from Manning. Again, Baker seeming to have some trouble. He's side by side with the car that got stuck with him, Bryant. Baker, it just hasn't seemed to have the speed in the first few laps of this heat race. Slipped back now to the tail end of the field. Not sure if that was damage related. However, it looked like he was having the same issue before the contact happened. Kiefer leading, Black in second, Manning third, Griffith, Bryant, and Brown. During the main events tonight, we will have a back straightaway wall camera that's going to be right up in your face, catching these cars going just whizzing on by. And if anyone's interested, we will be selling these DVDs. $20 will get you all the main event action. Of course, we are here giving you all the heat race action for free. And those $20, that will include that wall camera. I know a lot of people get excited when we bring out the wall cameras to different tracks, Santa Maria Speedway being one of them. And really excited to be back. I have a family reunion that happens every year. It's what brings me out here. And despite just being out for the weekend, all the family was like, so you're going out to the dirt track, right? I'm like, good on you, folks. You know. White flag out for Levi Kiefer. Griffith is going to go around and not have any additional contact. He will keep it going. And that will not slow this race. Kiefer gonna wheel it around turns 3 and 4. And the 3 AC machine doing what he does best, finishing up top. Black, Manning, your top 3. Bryant, after all the contact early on, will bring that home, limp it back to 4th. And then speaking of limping, Baker gonna finish it off, and then Griffith is gonna round out our field. Next up, more Sport Mods. Hey, and getting ready for heat race number 2 of 2 for the Sport Mods. Starting on the front row, the 63 of Aaron Farrell and the 88C of Austin Ruskoff. And green flag, Sport Mods. And contact, that's gonna send Wayne Dotson in the 74 machine around, and they did not like that start to begin with. So we are gonna have a full restart on this one. Through the field, the 32 is Tina McGowan, the 84 of Kyle Griffith, and the 174 of Ethan Dotson. They mentioned Wayne Dotson going around, and then we got through the top 2 here. So we will bring this one back once we get it resorted and shake it up just a little bit more here at Santa Maria Speedway. And getting ready for the restart, full restart, Farrell leading us with Ruskoff. And green flag is in the air. Much cleaner start. The officials are happy with that one, but we'll see how long it stays clean. Ruskoff way up high. And Farrell just off the gas a little bit early into the turn. Contact, Dotson takes the lead, 4 wide behind him. Sport Mods. Tina McGowan on the bumper of Wayne Dotson looking for the lead. Wayne's son Ethan working his way past Farrell, may have a little bit of contact between the two. Farrell holds on to it after a scrolly turns 3 and 4. And move Kyle Griffith up into this battle. McGowan to the lead. Dotson now trying to challenge back. That 32 machine is hooked up tonight. Tina McGowan taking the lead, holding the lead. With some heavy competitors behind her, Wayne and Ethan Dotson, as well as Kyle Griffith, all trying to chase her down. But I believe Mike Mosier right now would reference how much she is showing them how the hogs eat the cabbage. 3 laps to go. Also in this field, mentioned Ruskoff and Farrell, both of which started on the front row in both their machines. They've slipped back just a bit. And also notice that one car did not make the call that I have down, the 98 of Gary Rayburn. That car has not seen the track for the heat races. White flag is in the air for Tina McGowan in the 32. Ethan Dotson trying to pose a challenge for 3rd place on Griffith. He's going to dive to the inside. Checkered flag to Tina McGowan. Wayne Dotson, Kyle Griffith will hold off Ethan Dotson. Ruskoff and Farrell will round out the field. And we're going to move on to the hobby stocks. All right, getting ready for the first hobby stock heat race. Paul Miller in the number 22. Roger Noble in the 15 will lead us away on this one. Green flag is not in the air. The flagman was like, what? And we're going to send one car around. Yellow flag is going to come out from that.
Yeah, I'm going pretty slow.
I like the way the flagman waves, quote, waves the green flag when he doesn't like it start. He basically holds it up with the, what the hell, guys? So, row number 2, the number 18 is Robbie Cervantes. The 33 of Pete Letico. And you saw the 11 machine go around. That's Cody Fowler. Now, there was supposed to be one other car in this heat race. That was the 49 of Dave Thompson. Hearing that there may have been mechanical issues or something that prevented Dave from racing that number 49. Hearing that he'll be in the 88R, however, that car is not making the call, it looks like, for the heat races. So I guess we can expect to see that machine out here racing in the main event. So Dave Thompson, 88R, no longer the 49, not going to be making the heat races. But we're getting ready for more heat race action here at Santa Maria Speedway. Again, for all of you curious people out there, main events, as you know. Well, actually, we're going green. Look at me. No, you didn't like it again. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look, he's like, what the hell? You see that? That's the what the hell. Still didn't like it. I think they're having an issue with where our first place driver is starting us off. I guess they're not pleased with Paul Miller's start.
Decision that the 22 and the 15 have to go to the rear.
They are putting both the 22 and the 15 back in spot. So that's going to put Pete Letico and Robbie Cervantes on the front row. Now, was just getting ready to tell you all that if you are interested, it is the Low Budget TV. We have Low Budget TV on Facebook. You can contact us there. If you're looking for DVDs of the night of this racing action, sold for $20. It has all the main events. It'll have a wall camera and all sorts of who knows what. The action here is just insane. Have a, Saturday night fans on out here. Now, this is what's funny. I like how they're technically supposed to be in the back of the pack. But when you only have 5 cars in a heat race, the back of the pack, you're still almost in the front row. So, getting ready to restart. Again, DVDs are available. If you're interested, you can contact us on Facebook.
Do it right.
All right, the flag man was happy there. Green flag is in the air. And bumper tag action is beginning already. Hobby stocks. Cervantes and Letico still side by side for the lead. Some contact and Noble almost into the wall. And the 11 is still trying to hold on to it. And does. And the battle for the lead is brewing. He's still trying to hold on. He's still trying to hold on. He's going to hold on to it. That was the 11 machine as my page turns of Cody Fowler. Paul Miller had come right up to the back end of Letico in the 33. However, I don't know if there's a tire going down on that machine. Something's not right on that 22 car set point. Some almost gets rear-ended. It has all the sights, I would guess, of maybe a flat tire somewhere. So we'll see. Cervantes in the 18, Letico, those are your top 2. No flat tires. Something off with the 22 of Paul Miller. Not sure if it's a motor issue or what. We have a Fowler around and Noble holds on to it. So Cody Fowler spins it on out. That will bring up the caution lap number 4 halfway through this heat race of 8. All right, lap number 4. 4 laps to go. We'll see if Paul Miller's luck picks up here. Was able to continue in the race. Curious to see what's going on with that 22 machine. Cervantes, our leader, side by side for second. Noble on the outside, bumper tag from Miller to Pettico.
Noble moving in second place. Michelle Cafe picked the car.
Some smoke coming off of the 11 machine. Not sure if that is oil driven or maybe a tire rub for the 11 Miller. Holds on. Letico didn't necessarily give Miller all the room in the world, and Miller had to compensate. 2 laps left in this race. Noble trying to chase down Cervantes. Oh, and Fowler almost into the wall. He's going to allow the 22 right on by side for the lead on the white flag lap of this heat race. Noble to the inside, Cervantes to the outside. And Noble's going to take over the lead after being put to the back for the initial starts. Oh, Cervantes is going crazy. Checkered flag for Nobles. Will Cervantes make it back for second? Yes. Then Letico, Miller, and Fowler round out. Oh man, I can't wait for this main event. I'm already excited. It's going to be fun. All right, you don't see them because there they are. Green flag is in the air for Hobby Stock Heat Race number 2. Leading us into turn number 1, the number 8 of Jordan Linson. Some contact. Keeping it going. That 34 machine you see right ahead of this pack is Jordan Linson. And Jordan Linson got mad because I said Jordan Linson was in a different car. My bad. Well, we keep on going. The yellow flag does not come out. The number 8 of Tom Grisnick is your leader. Number 5, driven by Sean Martin Sr., going riding up the track a little bit. The number 30 machine, not Taylor Janes, but Doug Jeffers, wheeling the trace around. Then we have the 4 of Bone Schuyler, as I hear it pronounced here. I know that we've always called him Bone Schuler. Mentioned the 34, who went around, of Jordan Linson. And rounding out the field, the 32 of Morgan Massey. All right. And the action continues for Linson. And it continues to continue. I do love the looks. I gotta say, if nothing else, I love the look of that 34 car. It completely takes me back to Saga Speedway back in the early 90s. I mean, that car just screams Saga Speedway. Even the driving style, Saga Speedway. Well, your leader, the number 8 machine of Grisnick, is closing in on these 2 lappers of Massey and Linson. We also have a battle for second. You're going to see it coming to the screen right here of Martin and Jeffers. See if we can keep everything on screen. Grisnick is doing his best to make sure he is well out of screen. And he's going to work his way past Linson. And we move back. You see Massey having some trouble through turn 3 and 4. Holds on to it. Martin still holding off Jeffers. And white flag is out for Grisnick. The number 8 machine looking really good. Early on in these heat races, that battle for second's only going to look more interesting. We're going to keep an eye on it as Martin has to go off-roading. Grisnick is going to take the win. Who's going to finish second? Martin going to hold off Jeffers. And then Bone Schuyler. I can swear that we've known his name to be Schuler. But what do I know? I'm low budget. All right, time for our first modified heat race. That will be a green flag out over the field. And let's see how quickly it takes for this to get interesting. A nice clean start for all these drivers. Early leader, that number 39 machine, Kyle Wilson. Cody Burke in the 20, the 25 of Josh Vogt, the 25 of Austin Burke, and rounding out this field, the 18 machine driven by David McMullen. Side by side for the third spot. Vogt is trying to hold off Burke. It's kind of funny because you put it all together. Vogt in the 25 is being challenged by the 25, and the 25 is driven by Burke, who is also in front of Vogt because there's two Burkes. And speaking of Burke, Cody Burke's going to take the lead in the 20, leaving the 39 of Kyle Wilson in second. He's actually getting a great run out of turn 2, and that is going to allow him to close right back into the rear bumper. Looked like the 18 of McMullen may have had some trouble through turns 3 and 4. Kept it going, however, you see that yellow car on the top of your screen. And we continue on. Woo, doggy Wilson hanging it loose right out of turn number 2. We will have a wall camera running again for anyone that is interested in the main events. Low Budget TV will be selling them. You can contact us on Facebook at Low Budget TV. We also have a Twitter. I believe it's LBTV Productions or Low Budget TV. Yes, some. I don't know. But good field of modifieds tonight. 15 right here early on. It looks like some lap traffic will be coming up. McMullen in the 18 machine. You just see that car does not want to settle and turn, and then you had to deal with your leaders. White flag is out for Burke, and a battle between Vogt and Burke, the other one. Man, just so much to keep up in track. But through turns 3 and 4, that is the number 20 of Cody Burke coming across the line. He will win the heat race, and McMullen's going to make this interesting. There you go, 8 laps of action, modified style. We have 2 more heats with these, and then we have mini stock heat races. The fun just doesn't end at Santa Maria. Heat race number 2, getting ready to go underway. Green flag is in the air. Crump and Lauer on the front row. And we're racing. That's Ryan Lauer, the number 3 machine, to an early lead. Dalen Coffey in the 55 moving into second. You see the 36 of Alex Wilson spinning it out but keeping it going. In third position, the number 23 is driven by Chris Crump, and the 15 of Brad Pounds rounds out this field. Coffey looking for the lead. And taking the lead. Four of the 5 drivers in this race right on screen. Battle for second. Crump looking low on Lauer. Lauer took away the position on the initial start, but Crump is fighting back to take away the spot that he thinks is rightfully his. You see Brad Pounds just hanging right in there in this battle. Thinking about making it 3 wide. Crump way up the racetrack. Into the cushion. You see the dirt clods flying out of the racetrack. Oh, a lot of dirt clods coming off of Alex Wilson's machine in 36. Be this car right here. See it again, those dirt clods flying up. Dirt. You know, someone once said that God made dirt and dirt don't hurt, but those people obviously never got hit in the face with a dirt clod. This guy, however, just missed getting nailed by a dirt clod. Holy cow, white flag in the air for Dalen Coffey, and I'm just gonna watch this area. Watch this. You know nothing's gonna happen, right? Nothing happened, okay. I kid you not, I just watched this massive pile of dirt just land. Coffey is going to take the win here. Lauer holds off Crump and Pounds, and Wilson makes it to the finish line. Oh my goodness. And now it's time for heat race number 3 of the modified. Starting us on the front row, the number 21 machine. Ooh, doggy. 21J, Justin Crockett. Kenny Kirkpatrick is going to slip right up and hold on to it. And we have the 2 of Danny Lauer, the 51 of Brian Clark. And rounding out this field of modifieds is the number 11 machine of Andrew Greiman from Ventura. Move that number 2 machine, Danny Lauer, up to the top spot. That 2 car looking really good early on in this heat race. Lap number 1, 2 at the line. Clark and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick had a great run through turns 1 and half of turn 2. It was when he was on exit of 2, it looked like the car just wanted to keep going up. He had to get well out of the gas. And that really hurt his momentum. He lost several positions, slipped right on back to the 4th position, but he's now to the inside of Clark. See Grayman having some issues getting it around, kicking up some dirt. He's back on track and racing. Now once the modifieds are done, we will not be done. We have mini stocks that will have heat races. They're going to be the last main event of the night. So we're going to have a full night's action. We had the NMRA midgets on the lineup. However, hearing that they weren't able to make it out tonight for whatever reason. But still a stacked lineup of racing. Really glad that we can make it out here. Low Budget TV always loves being able to come on out to Santa Maria. If not only for the weather, the racing is just phenomenal. Kirkpatrick still trying to look to the inside of Clark. He's going to make another move here. White flag is in the air, that being for the number 2 of Danny Lauer. Kirkpatrick did not get the exit he needed to host a challenge. And out of turn number 4, number 2, that's Danny Lauer. Going to take away the win in the final heat race for the modifieds. Crockett's going to get second, and it will be Clark holding off Kirkpatrick. Grayman will round out the field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the mini stocks. Their first of 2 heat races getting ready to go with Marcus Frazier on the front row in his number 15 to his outside. The 32 in that red car, driven by William Chambers. Chambers is getting challenged. Ooh, a couple of squirrely moments. But Chambers is getting pressure from the 19 machine. That 19 is going to slip on by. That is Patrick Fossil. 72T trying to follow through, driven by Troy Medeiros. And rounding out the field, you see him right there, the number 77, J of Mark Doss Jr. Hearing this might be, I believe, Doss's second race. Young driver, racing in the mini stocks. A great starter division for kids and for adults. Good starter for anybody. See this battle for second. It's just getting higher and higher. Just throwing it in there. They're both not with the best of exits, which means they're going to stay side by side. Medeiros on the inside in his black 72, and then that 19, red, white, and blue. A Fossil is going to slip way wide and lose the spot. But that 15 car of Frazier is just looking good. Lap number 4, halfway through the heat race.
Good start off.
A very clean start to the mini stocks is mini stock night. They are having no issue, which means we should see all these cars right back in the main event tonight. Last main event of the night is going to be the mini stock, so I call them the main event. It is the event that everyone is anticipating. watching the number 32. Kicking up some dirt. And that high power 4-cylinder machine. William Chambers driving that one. And out of turn number 4. White flag is going to be out for Frazier. Medeiros is doing everything he can. And speaking of doing everything, 32 car now out on the apron. Just trying to wheel it around. A couple cars getting squirrely through turns 3 and 4. Doss as well. Oh boy. Yeehaw! Frazier gonna out of turn number 4. The 15 car is gonna win the first of 2 heat races. Medeiros did mount a good challenge near the end. Probably needed another 2 laps to get to the rear bumper of that car. Maybe 1. Fossil, Chambers, and Doss will round out the field. Getting ready for the final heat race here at Santa Maria Speedway, August 8th, 2014. It's been a fun start to the night. Only going to get better. Again, if you folks are interested, we have DVDs available of the night of action. $20 will get you all the main event action. Of course, this is all included free. Mini stocks. 68T, our leader, Tom Medeiros. Second place is the number 9 of Cameron Abdallah. 00 and 06B, they're battling it out. Bruce Fink in the 00 machine, actually from Ventura, and the 06B machine, driven by Chris Brucare. Hearing that car is actually for sale, but my goodness, I don't know if he's going to want to get rid of it. That thing is flying through the field right now. Oh, the number 9 machine, holding it sideways. Technically, I call that a save. And I guess Brucare just wants to make sure he sells that thing tonight because he is in the lead on lap number 2, just wheeling his way past everybody. Wanted to mention this during the hobby stock heat races. We talked about one driver that did not make the call, Dave Thompson. I think just wanted to go straight. But Bruce Thompson is sitting right back there. You see that hobby stock, so that car has made it to the track. He will be ready to go. And we continue on. Brucare, the leader, Medeiros in second, and Bruce Fink in the 00 third, Abdallah in 4th. Oh, you're making me nervous, 00. I don't know if you saw that, but that 9 car just kicked up a ton of dirt. And is now gonna do that. Spin it out. That car looks top heavy. Every time I see it spin, I'm expecting it to flip over. Abdallah. And then this 00 car looks like Fink is starting to get down that turn number 4. A lot better. On the roof of that car, it says "I love boobies," so it's a great conversation starter alone. Brucare, the leader. That's 06B. Medeiros. And let's see if we can see the "I love boobies." Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who doesn't? White flag is out, Abdallah. You may have heard the announcer mention that Abdallah spun it around again. And Brucare continues on. White flag is in the air. Lap 7 of 8. The final lap of heat races from Santa Maria. From there on, we will be in main event mode. I get to go start some wall cameras. Checkered flag is out for Brucare. That car is for sale. That's one way to get people to want to buy it. Medeiros second, and Bruce Fink in the 00 machine will be the 3rd car to finish. And Abdallah not going to make it to the line. Hopefully everything is sorted out for that machine. Here comes Fink, and that's a wrap. Folks, again, Low Budget TV, we're on Facebook. You can contact us there if you're interested in DVDs. And yeah, we're always on here, Low Budget TV on YouTube. If you've never seen our channel before, go ahead and double-click the video or something. You'll see a little logo that has our LBTV sign on it. And click on it. A ton of racing videos from both dirt tracks and asphalt tracks and all sorts of stuff. We have rec videos and whatever you want to find. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jeffrey Best, signing out from heat race action of Low Budget TV at Santa Maria Speedway. We're going heat race. No. We're going main event time. See you later.
I'll go check on